Great job today, guys. Can somebody read the learning objectives for me? Megan?
I will be able to calculate the missing side length of a triangle when two sides are given, and I will be able to draw polygons and categorize the triangles within them.
Thanks. So I think Shauna and Megan, you guys are going to be working on different learning objectives today, so everyone can master their objectives. Shauna and Megan, you guys are going to be working on the second one, drawing triangles based on given conditions. And Spencer and Joy, you guys are going to be doing an activity today. So here's your activity box. And here's worksheets for both of you. And I will, did you guys forget your pens?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get you some. Okay, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm going to be wandering around to help you.
Oh, we're all three. 20 times and I'll put a number on a chart.
Shauna and Megan, can you guys make sure that you work together? I know you look like you're working independently, but
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's identify the value of each unknown side and angle.
Roll a set of 3 dice 20 times and record the numbers in the chart. Build triangles using their respective numbers as lengths of straws. Okay, so we need to figure out how many straws.
Is 90 degrees, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are 6s. So, I think we roll and based on the number we roll, we have to make it. So like, they say we want it 5. So that one's 5. And we need 2.
That's an isosceles
Which
triangle.
would be
Yeah.
this one. 2 and the other 2. Yeah.
So then the other one would be station.
You guys should, it's going to be helpful if you put the straws onto the pipe cleaners, and then you can bend them to see like which ways they fit and which ways they don't fit.
So for these, do we put like 5, 2, 2 for roll? Okay. How are we supposed to work together?
How are you working together? Oh, well, one
Or
of you
are we supposed to work together?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah. One of you can roll, and then one of you can thread or straws.
This is easy.
So this doesn't.
Okay.
How are you guys doing?
He's putting the notes then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to roll?
Spencer, can we use the cups to make sure that the dice don't go flying
Oh,
everywhere, please? Thank you.
So we have 6, 4, and 3.
6.
This one is an isosceles, isn't it? It's 2 equals and 2 on the other side. You trying it?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So isn't this a right?
Yeah, so then
Label angles.
this
So
angle
there's
is 60.
2 acute and 1 obtuse.
You're 6. How did you determine those?
And then label sides. This would be
because
a
we knew
straight
that
triangle.
C was 90 degrees,
These are
so
all
we
good.
knew that it would be a right triangle.
Why did you originally think it was important?
We didn't know what the angle of C was at first.
Side
so it was 90.
This one's the 2, I think.
Alright. So all the numbers 60 degrees.
Have you guys
right?
found any
All
comments
the
yet?
angles have to be 60 degrees.
Well, this one wasn't even a triangle.
Oh.
Because the 2 side lengths didn't equal that one.
So
Or less than
What's
that.
that one section triangle worth? Isn't it like 30, 40 bucks?
and
Spencer, can you remind me what an obtuse angle is?
When it's over 90 degrees.
Yeah.
And that would be a scalar triangle.
Oh, I guess it would, because then C would be 3 to
But if the side lengths, they have to be more than the largest length to be a triangle. Because if it's, like this one's 4 and that wasn't a triangle, this one was exactly 6 and that wasn't a triangle either. But on these ones, it was 6, but the largest length was 5, so it was greater and it was. And this one was 7, which is bigger than the greatest side length. So that made it a triangle too.
Good job. If you guys want to roll a couple more just to make sure that your conjecture is right, and then you can move on to the questions.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, maybe I'll do this.
So mine is D squared over
Okay, well, here
Is it that?
I don't think so. Maybe though.
Did
Did you
say
want
it's a
us to
right
find the
triangle?
missing angles?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm just gonna try.
There's one right and 2 cubes, which makes it, well, I guess it's still a scaling triangle.
Okay.
Yeah, just have it there.
Okay, so you wanna go on the questions?
Might as well.
This one.
Compare each side length of a triangle to the sum of the lengths
Well,
of
A
the other
and
two
B are
sides.
40, then it's the same.
What did you say?
Then
The
side
largest
lengths
So
are
the
same,
largest side length has to be
Yeah.
less than the
And so,
sum of the other
Oh,
two
we don't know if they are.
to be a triangle.
Okay.
So this has to be less than these combined to be a triangle.
But what's 4 plus 3?
Is 7, so 6 is less than those combined.
Okay, just making sure. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Working
Oh.
on it, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, it is.
Can an obtuse be equilateral?
Why can I not just not be?
Because in an equilateral triangle, the side lengths are all the same, which means that all of the angles would have to be the same. And if you had an obtuse
So
angle,
this is 40, 40.
then it would be more than 180 degrees.
Good.
If there's one obtuse angle, then there has to be 2.
I don't know.
Do you guys remember what you worked on yesterday?
And same goes for the one right. It's 2 cubes.
Oh, that one.
Okay, are we ready to come back together as a class?
Yes.
Who can help remind me what parts of the triangle are labeled right now?
The angles.
Thank you. Now if I want to label the sides, where would I start?
The opposite side of the angle. So like the little a would be the opposite side length of the angle A.
Okay, stop there.
Okay.
Joy, what do you think I should label this side?
Little b.
And Shauna? The C?
Across from it.
Good job. And this is important to remember so that on your quizzes and tests and everything when you're doing math work, we know that if you write a little b, you're talking about a side that's labeled b. And if you write a big A, you're talking about an angle that's labeled A. So it's very important that you remember those distinctions. Now, coming over here, Spencer, can you read this for me?
Triangle inequality theorem.
Thank you. So I think everyone has gotten through to understand what the triangle inequality theorem is. So Megan, can you remind us what a good definition for that would be?
So it means that the sum of any two sides of the triangle has to be greater than the measure of the third side of the triangle.
Is that what you guys found today with your, okay, could you guys, share with them just briefly what you did today?
So we rolled the dice, and then based on the number that we rolled, we found a straw that correlated. So like if we rolled a 5, then we found a straw that was 5 inches. And so then we, based on what we rolled, we would put the straws together to see if we could make a triangle.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, they were working on some stuff that you guys will get to tomorrow, and we'll probably do a whole group activity tomorrow, where we find triangles within, geometric shapes and determine what type of triangles they are. Is that what you guys did?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to now ask you guys some just closing questions about the side lengths of triangles. And when you think you know the answer, make sure you raise your hand, and everyone's gonna get a chance to share. So, number 1, if 2 sides of a triangle measure 5 and 12, the length of a third side should be, and if you need some time to jot it down, you can.
What were the lengths?
5 and 12.
Is that inches?
Sure. Good reminder, I should remember. Does anyone have an answer for us? Joy, you want to come and show us on the board how you did it?
So if we have our side lengths of a triangle, this one is, it was 12, and this one is 5. This side length would have to be, added up to 5, it would have to be greater than 12, so I said that this side length was 8, because if 8 plus 5, then it, is 13, which is greater than the largest side length.
Good job. Can you tell us what kind of triangle that is?
That would be a scaling triangle.
Good job. Okay, number 2. 2 sides of an isosceles triangle measure 4 and 9. Find the length of the third side. Megan, do you want to show us how you did that one on the board?
Sure. So, you said it was an isosceles triangle.
Mhm.
And so, I did, one side was 4, and then if the other one was 9, then this one would have to be 4.
4. Hold on, Joy. So what did we learn with the triangle inequality theorem? What has to be true?
So it has to be greater than.
Mm-hmm.
So 5,
Well, what's an isosceles triangle?
2 equal sides.
Right.
So 9, 9, and 4.
Agrees. Yeah, I think your classmates agree with you.
Okay.
Good job. Okay, number 3. Which set of numbers may represent the lengths of the sides of a triangle? The first set is 6, 4, 2. The second set is 2, 5, 9. The third set is 7, 8, 1. And the fourth set is 6, 6, 7. Spencer, do you want to share that one on the board with us?
Sure.
Thank you.
We got the last one, which is 7, 6, and 6. We have 7 right there. There's 6 on both of these sides. And it's because both of the shorter sides added together are greater than the longest side, unlike the other 3 options.
Good job. And what kind of triangle is that?
Isosceles.
Thank you. Okay. One last one. If two sides of a triangle are 1 and 3, the third side may be. Okay, Shauna. Last but not least, do you want to share with us?
Yes. Do you want me to come up here?
Please.
Okay, so I got 1, 3, and 3.
Reason?
Because this one, it has to be greater than the largest side. And so I knew that, you had to get at least 4, so 3 plus 1 is 4.
Good job. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions about the side length similarities and the theorem that we learned today? Okay. Megan, what's the theorem we learned today?
The triangle inequality theorem.
Good job. Okay, so Spencer, one thing you learned today.
The triangle inequality theorem.
Shauna.
That the side has to be greater than, or the two sides have to be greater than the one side, the largest side.
Okay, Megan.
Same thing. So the two smallest side lengths have to add up to a sum that's larger than the largest sum, or the largest length. There you go.
Joy.
That if you have one obtuse angle, then you have to have 2 acute angles as well.
Good job. Okay, great job today, guys. I'm going to collect your papers to make sure we're all on the same page, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you.